This was in third year university, was playing basketball, went up for a board, landing on some guy's foot, and then it was an inversion kind of sprain.
Okay.
Felt like a little bit of a pop, and it blew up right away.
Okay.
Couldn't weight bear at all.
Okay.
Hobbled home. Went to the hospital next day. They did an X-ray, and they said I had like a small avulsion of the fibula.
Okay.
Put me in a boot for about a month, but no rehab exercises, none of that.
Okay.
Then history of sprains after that, was playing basketball, volleyball, was running, was playing ultimates, a lot of impact, a lot of loading, kickboxing as well. And there's always been kind of like a residual aching, like pain in the ankle.
Okay. And you describe it as
achy, and it sometimes changes. Like a lot of times I'll feel sometimes like kind of like a pinchy or like an ache on the inner component.
Okay.
Sometimes it feels almost like tension along this outer component as well, but kind of changes.
All right. And then what about at the end of the day, a long day of work? Do you notice any discomfort there?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll notice, especially as I'm like running and walking, I notice my right side doesn't feel connected, doesn't feel engaged.
Yes.
And especially when I run the long distance, I'll notice like achiness in the ankle and the foot.
All right. And then footwear wise, what are you wearing for running shoes?
Currently right now I am wearing New Balances, New Balance 1080s, but I've historically worn like Nikes.
Okay.
Nike Vapor Weaves, which had like very narrow kind of toe box.
Okay, so let's definitely start with there. Your feet are not narrow. I actually want you to put your foot in inversion, and I want you to put some weight on. Okay, and I want you to take a step towards me with the left foot.
With the left.
So all your weight's going to be on your right foot right there. Good. And then step back.
Okay.
Talk to me. How did that feel?
I felt like a lot of tension on that outer component.
On the outside?
Like on the outside of the foot, and a little bit into the high area over here as well.
But not pain?
No, not pain.
Good. Switch. Try the other side.
Okay.
Give some feedback.
Okay.
See the difference right away. You got more range to go there.
Yeah. No real tension per se. No real like pain per se. Like it's like stable, if anything.
Okay. And then walk towards me.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. What happens there?
Here, I feel like pinching.
Pinching.
Right along this component. Like my knees are trying to buckle in.
Yeah. I see that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it on this side.
This side's fine. Like I'm chilling here.
Kinetically, you don't look as discombobulated. Did everybody get that word that I just said there? Discombobulated. What we just did is tested out the tissue in the mechanism of injury.
Right.
And what I wanted to emphasize there is that you are in control. And in order to build up the capacity for that ligament, that is a crazy drill that you need to incorporate in your day.
Okay.
So as you're potentially standing talking to a client, as you're doing some soft tissue work, as they're in the gym here, you literally can just invert and then evert as much as you can.
Okay.
Okay. So I like typically starting with a movement that causes discomfort.
Okay.
Because I want you to believe that you can control how much tension you can create on that tendon or in ligaments specifically.
Okay.
And you can build up the tissue tolerance for it. Okay. So that's a drill that you're going to do about 8 times right now. And then we're going to get you on the table to test some strength.
Okay.
But I want you to try to incorporate these. So when you see him in the space, guys, I want you to just tell him invert, evert, and just let him like, invert, evert.
I mean, it feels like I could distribute weight a little bit more. I still feel like tension by all means.
What you're doing is creating a positive feedback loop. Saying,
right.
You know what? This is a good place for me. I can manage hanging out here. Yeah. And that's literally what we want to do.
Okay.
That's impressive. Can we get a side view angle on that?
Yeah, get all angles.
Yeah, get all the angles. Look at that. It's not bad still. Okay, I was expecting it to be potentially more significant.
I'm pressing. Like
No, I see it. I see it. Okay, let's see the other 2 to 5. That's very impressive. Okay, any other side? According to the literature, hand dynamometers give a value, but it doesn't obviously give a flexor hallucis value on its own. So it's going to be all the toe flexors. Flexor hallucis longus comes from the intrinsic foot muscle group.
Yep.
But I still want to get a number. So hop up on here.
Okay.
It's taken care of.
I know. Go ahead. Drive down. Drive. Good. Keep driving. 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 Good. And brake. And go.
Not bad, gang.
And brake.
Do you think they're relative to other toes? Do you test it? Like, is that?
You know what? That's a great question. And I don't like quote unquote averages. I just like comparing it to the other person. Yeah, like why? Who cares if 50 people in Scandinavia had 7? We're not seeing them. So I just like comparing it to himself. Some swelling in his ankle. Still. What year was this at this fracture?
Man, this could have been like 2015, 2016 maybe.
Okay. Any discomfort on that?
Do it again. No discomfort, more tightness along the lateral component.
Would you compare that to the same tightness that you actively did when you were standing?
A little bit, I would say.
So it wasn't worse.
Wouldn't say it's worse.
Okay. Okay, that's good. And go. Nice. So if you guys come along the side here, you'll be able to see some delineation of these muscles and come in until it sinks, until it's gone, and relax. So this will be a nice juicy spot to start. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad. First shot. How are we doing?
I love it.
I know.
I feel like a fish.
Flapping out of water.
Yeah.
The purpose of it is to modulate the nervous system, to follow up whatever I do. I really love following it up with isometrics. We'll start with 10.
Okay.
Go ahead. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Come on, 80. There we go. 90. Give me all out. Drive it. Good. How's that feel?
Feels good. Feels like there's less tension in that area. Mm-hmm. No real pain, I would say.
Good. How's that?
Not as bad as compared to the first one. Definitely there is like a minor amount of like pinching along like the lateral component.
If you had to pinpoint it, where would it be?
Like here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. There we go.
And break the tibial nerve on this side. Okay. I know. Good. I think that might be it. Yeah, that's awesome. Flexor hallucis, it's also flexor digitorum.
Yeah, feels pretty good. I don't really feel too much tension on that lateral component.
Nice.
No like pinching on the inner either. So
beautiful.
Pretty good. Feels easier to
push off. You can see it. You're taking wider steps. You're having some fun. You're in the air a little bit longer. How's that?
A lot better. Easier to weight bear.
Mm-hmm.
Feels steady.
Mm-hmm. Remember that the flexor hallucis, although it takes up only 10% of the lower leg, it's really responsible for about 61% of body weight when in gait. And add the fact that this young man is very active, that muscle was disrupted in some capacity a long time ago with that fracture. And if there isn't any attention on it, it does not doesn't have its base to do what it needs to do. Haha, hear that bass? But in all seriousness, that muscle is very important, and its attachment site to within the lower limb needs support. And without the rehabilitation, being put in a cast and being dormant for extended period of time, and then just going and doing stuff. And the greatest thing about your body, Dennis, no boost, but you're pretty strong. You're a strong young man, and you're able to push through these deficiencies, but over time, this could become problematic. And I think dealing with it now in this wholesome manner is ideal. Your next run should not be a long one, because as you can see, this is strenuous on your nervous system. I want you to look at this, everything that we did, like a workout. We literally were working on getting more contractile units into your areas, just like lifting. So I want you to be able to regenerate those nerves that we are trying to recruit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right there.
Who, me? Oh.
Right there. 1, 2, 3, go! Go! No fucking way! You're kidding me! What the fuck? 12!